Hey there YouTube, just me Ted, 1969 here, and it's November the 20th, 2014. I'm just doing some work on a printer of mine, trying to defeat some planned obsolescence, courtesy of a certain manufacturer that will remain nameless, although their initials would sound a lot like HP. But anyway, while I'm doing that, I fixed something that's been broken for many, many years, which I'm now quite proud. One small project laid to rest that had been nagging at me for years. This is a toy space shuttle model, or I guess it's just a toy space shuttle that I had since I was a small child. And when my mom and dad put these old toys of mine away in the attic years ago, I remember specifically packing this away, and it was fine. Moved out of the house a bunch of years ago, into the house with my wife. I remember getting a bunch of these boxes out of the attic, and I was kind of curious about this over the years because of course the space shuttle's been such an important part of space exploration for the last 3 decades or so. And yeah, I just noticed at the time, and this is God back in the 2000s, that the vertical stabilizer had broken off. So what I did was I just got some crazy glue, and going by the Japanese idea that if you repair something, the crack shows that it has character. Well, my space shuttle toy now has character. I'm not sure if this can be shown or not, but there is a crack there in it. My cat just got into some electrical tape that she shouldn't be. And yeah, so there's a bit of a crack there, and it just runs along the base here where you would see it if the camera was a little bit better. But other than that, the toy has held up quite well over the years, and my favorite part about it is that it is the Enterprise. I think that was the OV-01 test artifact, as they called it. And yeah, they used to have the tail fairing on it and set it up on the back of the 747 and drop it off just to see how it would glide. I think it could have been configured into a fully flight-worthy vessel, but budgetary constraints and so forth didn't allow for it. So when it opened up, they had, I guess, the space lab area here, or whatever they thought that was going to be at the time, but some type of space lab or cargo, and then they had a blank area here where you could put something. And I remember it was just never quite big enough to stick a Micronaut or a Star Wars figure in or anything. But I think I used to make a lot of little things up with clay, modeling clay, just to get into there. So that was my big thing with it. On the bottom, it had just permanently stuck out landing gear that rolled, so you could roll it along on the floor. And what it says on the bottom, it says Gay Toys Inc. 799 Ladd Road, Walled Lake, Michigan. Made in the USA, item 696, and there's a 2 on the bottom. I guess right after Walled Lake, Michigan, that must be the zip. It's 48088. So that was the space shuttle from Gay Toys. Wow. So anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. It had the main engines and the thrusters in there quite nicely. There's a bit of detail on them. I'm not sure if that picks it up or not. But yeah, just a nice little toy, and I don't know if I'll hang it from the ceiling or anything. You never know, maybe I will. And I think I'll just try and clean it up with some soap and water, maybe a mild solution and some Q-tips, so I can avoid the stickers so that they don't get destroyed by the process. So that's my toy, and I hope everything is going good for folks. My American friend's going to be having their Thanksgiving in the next week or so, so hopefully that goes all well for you. And in the meantime, I'd say may the force be with you, but in this case, given the Enterprise, I'll say live long and prosper.